Welcome back to the stream. Been a hot minute. But hopefully, we're going to defeat this game today. With any luck. Don't believe we have much left to accomplish. There are plenty of collectibles and scattered items we could go and collect. But I think we might just get what we can and beat this thing. If this was the first time I was going around, it might be different. I might be trying to more closely... And we already got this item. I might try to go around and get all the little cupids and relics and things, but I've already done all that on my first playthrough. So I'm good. I don't need to be a perfectionist. Where are we? So we're going to... I guess we're just going to go through the rooftops. We have a knot of rosary rope we could tie on. But I don't see any nearby portals. It'd be a bit of a pain. Whoops. Whoops. Let's hope I haven't forgotten to play in the short week that it's been. It's a good map. It's just informative enough to get you around. Some Metroidvania maps are so convoluted. Not worth the time. Fortunately, we have our little poison resistance. Although, there's nothing seemingly up here. So we opened something. Now we have to go up. The elevator is above us. Wait a minute. Wait a gosh darn second here. This is where we want to go. So giving statues these masks allows us to go up further in the tower. God, I'm already so bad at this. All of my skills, the little there were, have ebbed away. Babu! Ribs of Sabnok, the Guardian. The Anointed Legion included Sabnok among its ranks, guardian and bearer of the Sigil of the Twisted. He fiercely protected the gates of the town, even after chaos had arisen. Oh, that was close. I don't know why I came down here. Either I need to stream more or I need to settle on playing Babby games. And not hard Souls games that are oh so hard and difficult. And don't you love them for how difficult they are? They're so difficult. That's the age-old conundrum, isn't it? How difficult do you make a game? And at what point does the difficulty overcome any sense of joy or fun you might get from it? There's certainly people who think the Souls games need to have easier modes. And then, of course, others will vehemently disagree. I don't give a shit, one way or another. A reminder that these spikes, these toothpicks are instant death. You want to avoid those. Lasers. There's the metal tree erected as guardian of the bridge. That tree with its eroded bark is the symbol of His Holiness's final communion with the miracle. Facing this eternal desk, I will wait until I depart towards the other side of the dream. Oh, hello. Chumps. I'll do my best to not become cocktail shrimp. As delicious as that may be. Another heatedly debated question. If one becomes the cocktail shrimp, does one devour thyself? Key the secular. Alright, we're in the prison now. Prison is a bit of a maze of doors. Key the scribe. We used our key of the Inquisitor we bought earlier. Yes, one has sealed one's own fate when they become cocktail shrimp. Oh, another bile vessel. Oh, it's a trick! Key of the secular. Well, we needed that anyway. Who shrieks? Not interested. Look at this guy. He's ready. I saw him approaching between the bars. I saw fire burst through his chest and scorch him. I saw fire burn again from thin air and fuse his skin. He walks with fire and fire with him. Is that a fire walks with me reference? None can say. Yeah, I don't know what they're so upset about. Oh, another trap. You don't have the best combat reaction. Ooh, another use of the Inquisitor key. Phalanx of Zeth the Prisoner. Zeth Corsica was sentenced to life in absolute solitary confinement. He was constantly muttering something about voices in his head. Was it maybe one of them that pushed him to suicide? Nah, it's probably unrelated. Don't have that key yet. Need more keys. The move is so good. Dag nabbit, still don't have the bramble ability. So we can't get that. More Quicksilver. And upgrade our bio flasks again. Oh, we don't need to be. Still need that scribe key. It's gonna be another trap. It was not. Key of the Scribe. Now door mastery is ours. Phalanx of William the Septic. It's a good name. William Graff devoted his life to exposing charlatans and deceitful evangelists. He even questioned the sanctity of certain members of the custodian church. His heresy was not forgiven. Never forgive heresy. Babu. Oh. Bamboozle. Amate of Vukilich. Wait, what? Vukilich the copyist. Taking advantage of a pontifical bull, Vukilich was caught stealing a forbidden book about arcane knowledge. His hands did not write again after that. After that day. Where are we trying to get to now? We have the key. We have all the keys. This is a fun room. Fun dudes. This is certainly a trap. Yep. Oh, we fight the boss now. Oh. It's a good ability. Got their careers. Oh, didn't even notice that. Oh. Oh, that's a nice trick. Please stop. Oh, you son of a bitch. That's... Oh no. Can't let him corner you. You don't have your sword anymore, you can't block it. Oh, I don't like that pattern. I did not persevere, but it's fine. It's not that hard of a fight. What I should do is put on my piece of gold mask and get some protection against flames. This will go better, I'm sure. I need to put on a different prayer because he completely ignores the laser beam. Maybe the Taranto? The Akira orbital strikes? Oh, he's starting immediately with the weird patterns. Ah, so you can duck beneath that. It's good to know. Dang it. There's a lot of wasted health. Oh, I think that does hurt him. Okay, now we need to keep our distance. Oh, I missed. Oh, this motherfucker. It's stuck in his trap. Yeah, it's super effective. Alright. Easy peasy.
Aquel al que has sacado del castigo era Kirce, uno de los amparados. Aquel fue injustamente condenado a la hoguera por herejía, y los inquisidores fueron testigos de cómo las llamas consumieron enteramente su cuerpo, entre lamentos y rezos en comunión atroz. Pero cuando todo había terminado y las llamas se hubieron apagado, el milagro misericordioso las llamó de nuevo, y de ellas, de las cenizas y el carbón, el cuerpo de Kirce se erigió de nuevo. Pues llameantes son los caminos del milagro.
Thanks for the backstory, bro. Activate that shortcut. See what's over here. Guilt statue. Key of the High Peaks. Key for the transportation that leads to the remote convent. The key must be silver, but not any kind. I want it to be purest there is. Bring it to me when its beauty is as high as its task is meaningful. The chariot will be sealed and forbidden. Your horses will sleep for as long as I order it. Thus I command, and my command is the command of His Holiness himself. Everybody be crying because everything's screwed up. Everything's messed up. Bad times. The whole theme and setting of the game is that there was this terrible catastrophe and everyone's sins and guilts became manifest, either horribly torturing them or turning them into monsters. So your job as the penitent one is to take everyone's guilt from them so you can stop the miracle. Ow. That guy needs to wear some pants, at least. I guess the door. It's merely a suggestion. Really, it's just creative criticism. If he wears pants, I might not be able to so easily chop his shins off. Temporal of Joel the Thief. Joel always stole to help others. One day he risked too much and was caught stealing the pontiff's bejeweled stole. No one in the Custodia has ever endured greater torture. Cool. Yeah. Exactly, he has a cool lion helmet and a giant maul, which are leads to success, in my opinion. Like right away, you're ahead of the game when you've got a cool lion helmet and a big mace. But it's a letdown when he's not wearing any pants. And so I just chop his toes off and he goes down in 2 seconds. Well, it's constructive criticism. Where am I going? I opened some door. It was not that door. Here we go, here's the door. Secret. Videt ne Ziat. What does that mean, chat? I don't speak Blasphemous. Says I like heresy. Does not say I like heresy. How do I know it doesn't say I like heresy? Because there are too many words. Sphere of the sacred smoke. Small translucent pearl with a closing mechanism that's almost impossible to see. They were traditionally filled with vapors coming from the big incense burners in the Mother of Mothers. This bead, however, contains something different. Its miraculous influence fills the bile flasks after some attacks, but the miracle is capricious and this does not happen often. Once everyone left, he approached the bonfire, still smoking with the scorched remains of the heretic. With a swift gesture of her fingers, she triggered the imperceptible lock that would open the tiny jeweled pearl in two, and passing it through the gray smoke, she closed it again, trusting that it would preserve that smoke forever. So this fills our bile flasks, but not often. I don't know if that's worth it. Oh, it says I like heresy too much. Oh, okay. Yeah. That makes sense. What is this room? I don't trust an empty room. But I'm too impatient to care. Still some other door. How do we get up there? Aha. It's... Wait, it might be a shortcut. No. Not go here. We'll go here. Yet another empty room of dubious usefulness. Use this key of the high peaks and ascend in the horse carriage. So we're back up in the high peaks all of a sudden. More health.
Tomad el siguiente de mis dolores profundos.
The Lady of the Tall Hats. And a portal, just what we needed. Mirrored Mask of Dolphos. And we have all the masks. Artifact found in the hands of a dead archdeacon in a tower isolated amidst snow. Confessions from Dolphus Part 3. They don't understand. They will not find grace amid old books and dark dreams. Grace is in purity itself, in what we can see and touch. I must study the beauty of the shining and the curves that reflect the transformed truth. I must study the art of the goldsmiths as the miracle controls their hands, creating ornaments in its image and likeness. Here in these icy rooms, they will finally leave me alone. Okay, buddy, it looks like you just turned to dust.
Ahora despierto de la ceniza de plata que había sido mi cuna. El milagro me llama.
Cool. For the moment, we're going to return. Maybe upgrade something. Oh no, wait, we have to save this for Three Stooges. I think we have enough. Can't remember exactly how much he wanted. Thank you, Bones. Things ain't looking so good, buddy, but we got your stuff. Make my booze better.
Con esta plata, yo bendigo la mixtura que recuperará vuestra sangre derramada. Por lo que más queráis, dejadme solo. No es menester contemplar lo que está a punto de suceder.
Whatever you say. Our bile flasks are super powerful. Well, that's no good. Hey. Hey. You jerkwad. He was improving my bile flasks. Wait a moment. There may be things we can get here. Because now we have the nail. Means we can jump. I can remember where any of these things are. Going back up. We have all the masks now. We could just head back to the boss, to the final area. But maybe just get one or two more things if possible. Oh, come on. How was I supposed to dodge that? Here's one of the things. Zambra to the Resplendent Crown. A hymn intoned to the rays of the sun, which generously bathe even in the darkest of places. Its blessing increases the tears harvested by mea culpa for a while. Many yearn for these remainders of the miracle, but greed can prevent them from recognizing what truly matters. I cannot hold your hand. Now that you sleep in the wind among the trees, I cannot speak to you. Now that you're singing with the midnight crickets, I cannot see. Now that you're looking from the sun into the hot sand, and I cannot forget you. But you will always be part of me, in memory of Mariano Solar. I want to get down to that flask fountain. Grab this. Severed hand. Just what I always wanted. Severed hand that tightly grasps a broken bell, sometimes afflicted by slight spasms. The affliction sometimes leaves its mark on mundane-looking objects, unable to reveal the miracle under its mantle of corruption. As soon as the atrocious earth tremor was heard, they knew something dreadful had happened. They searched for their master in the deepest parts of the cave, where they were met with a gigantic dust cloud that extended far beyond their eyes, and even though they called the name of their master, there were no answers. Days went by until the cloud cleared and they could face the devastating consequences of the landslide. Feeling hopeless, but suddenly, amidst their tears, they heard a faraway sound. We have to get this cleansed. These are all of our flasks. I wish I knew if there was an item in here. Don't honestly believe there'll be anything, but... Yeah, we already grabbed it. Good night, Minty. I think our next plan of action, we return to the town, get our item uncorrupted, and turn to the penitent chapel area. Get our rosary tied back on. Return to the roofs. We could always return to the...
El milagro siempre que tomad esto.
Oh, thank you.
Compungido.
It's quite the reward. For the dream. We could always return back to the painted corridors or whatever they're called. To maybe get the prayer for saving all the custodians. But I don't really know if it's worth it. Take this hatched egg. You love it,
La
right?
deformidad se ha abierto. Os ha otorgado 3 lenguas anudadas, capaces de hacer crecer raíces profundas que se retorcerán y trenzarán, imitando el dolor de sus 3 madres. En nombre de las altas voluntades, yo bendigo esta reliquia. Velad por ella, pues es ahora pura y santa. En el momento de la muerte, antes del viaje, el milagro besó la mano del maestro, deteniendo la corrupción de la carne y otorgándole una nueva gracia. En nombre de las altas voluntades, yo bendigo esta reliquia. Velad por ella, pues es ahora pura y santa. Traedme lo que pueda ser.
Let's take a look. Through gnarled tongues, tied together by a broken oath, these tongues speak words that only foundations of Custodia can hear. The please awaken the sleeping roots from their lethargy, creating footbridges and climbable ledges for the wearers. So I could have I actually could have turned this in earlier, and then we would have had the brambles. Oh well. These are the 3 tongues born from the monstrosity. 3 tongues that are 3 voices, 3 cries in harmony. The tongues are knotted into one. Roots grow and twist in their presence, just like the hair of what were once 3 sisters. And the incorrupt hand of the fraternal master. Sacred relic in the perfect state of conservation. The hand shakes gently when it considers it necessary, secretly articulated by ethereal muscles and tendons. The bell that it's holding warns the wearer of the nearby presence of a mystery. After all, no bastion is safe from the tenacity of the true curious. Well, we'll put that on for secrets until we need either of the other 2 things. What heart am I using? Molten heart. Right, because we get health back on kills. Let's stick with that.
Entonces habéis conocido a Cleofás. Él fue una vez miembro de esta congregación. Un día rompió su voto y se marchó cuando escuchó la noticia de que había sucedido un milagro. Nunca más supimos de él. Por favor, entregarle esto. Significará mucho para él.
Core of the True Burying. Braided rope from which hangs the medallion of horn bronze with the emblem of the Order of the True Burial. Whoever you are, I address my exhortation to you, who, renouncing your will, embrace obedience, is the first key to humility. Only those who are whole will cross over to the other side of the dream. These words, pronounced by our first master, would become the illustrious rule. We brothers, with our holy purpose of recollection and burial, will dedicate ourselves with complete devotion to such cause, it being our first thought at dawn and our last thought at bedtime. I don't remember who we give this to, who Cleophas was. Anybody in chat remember who Cleophas was?
Ahora dejad que mis dedos anuden un nuevo misterio. ¿Tenéis más nudos para mí? Volveré cuando poseáis sin pecado.
Okay, excellent. And equip 2 more beads. Which one? Maybe the slight defenses. And occasionally refill bottle flasks. So I do know there's an item up here we can get with our tongues. Oh. Go up here. Back to the very beginning once again. What do you have to say? Listen, my son, to the silence. It is an undulating silence, a silence where valleys and echoes slide, silence that bows foreheads to the ground. So what ends up happening is you get to the end of this game. You have all of the mobility options, you have all of the relics that you need to traverse the environment. You get all the secrets, and so you spend almost just as much time searching for items that you missed as you did playing through the entirety of the game, which is what happened to me last time. And I'm not going to do that again. As tempting as it is to get all of the upgrades, all of the prayers, it takes too long. So I think for now we're going to head back to the rooftops. I need to check which mirror is the closest. Ferris tree. Now what was up here? Alright, this room. I've been told that this is the additional content that was added into New Game Plus. So, can't access any of this right now. And I probably won't be streaming that because it requires playing through the whole game again on New Game Plus. Looks like this may not actually be the closest. Another nitpick. A lot of these portals are in heinously inconvenient locations. We have to go all the way back to the library. Is there really not anywhere closer? I mean, we could travel back up to the convent again. Take the horse carriage. Probably the easiest route. What a vista. So we haven't turned this elevator on. We're gonna find another mini boss. Of course, with this guy gumming up the works, let's get rid of him. Mark of the Second Refuge. A sign of protection that protected its bearer from all harm. The pious Lady of the Perpetual Agony locked herself in the great cathedral, its walls a lightweight barrier compared to the constant pain that clouded her mind. Hearing the distant cries of the damned day and night turned Socorro into such a compassionate person that she devoted all of her time to praying for those punished. So much did she pray for them to be freed from their pain and suffering, she dared ask the miracle the physical pain they were suffering be passed on to her. Okay. Couple of mistakes there. Number one, maybe don't do that. The cosmic ungodly entity / power that no one knows the full extent of. Unate of Kia the Butcher. His nickname, the Butcher, was owed not to his occupation, but to his vicious combat skills as a soldier. Not even corruption seemed to alter his disturbed personality. I don't know if I can make that jump. Oh, I can. Aha. Whatever. Those angel guys have too much health. It's not worth it. Much like these guys. Nope. Not the way I wanted to go. Oh god. Shrine, that's what we wanted. Now we can screw up all we want. And here's a portal. Would have been nice to have earlier, but... Oh, I didn't realize that. Hit the ceiling head. Oh, that's a wall. A little deceptive. Look, I'm gonna need you guys to calm down. So if we had the Cupid power, we saved enough of those baboos, then we'd get a prayer that would allow us to fall through pits with these clouds and not die. Which means you can get to a lot of areas you wouldn't otherwise be able to, because the height would just automatically kill you. Chumps. Those are chumps. Mark of the Third Refuge. Sign of protection that prevented the suffering of its bearer. The grievous lady was wrapped in crimson mantles, a symbol of her link to the flesh of her wards. As the legend goes, the wounds of lashes, cuts, and blows received by the condemned began to appear on Sakuro's body, and still she prayed for them, despite all that pain transferred to her, thus freeing the condemned from their suffering. So many injuries and so much pain were transferred to her that her body began deforming and drowning completely in wounds and bleeding bruises, without causing her death. Her cries were so deafening that news of this miraculous event soon spread around the land. Hooray! Mea culpa upgrade. And really can't really afford anything. Not really a big deal. The thing about the mea culpa upgrades are, they're really nice, especially, oh yeah, you're back. Especially as we've seen the lunge and the plunge attack. But other than just getting the basic versions of those, and maybe the first upgrade or whatever that we have, none of the other upgrades are really that useful. I mean, maybe there are applications that I'm not seeing. Now, what I would like to do I can remember where the Lady of Agony was. We can rescue her from her curse. But I don't remember where she's located. Here? So it's there. It's a closed off hall. I know that much. Yeah, this looks familiar. Now we'll a bit further down. We've done it.
La señora. 3 penitentes que comulgaron con el milagro clamaron su amparo y protección. Aquella alma por la que ella sufría ya han marchado al otro lado del sueño. ¿Ha terminado pues la santa encomienda de mi señora? Penitente, ¿por quién velaré yo ahora? La señora es penitente. Aquella alma por la... ¿Ha terminado pues penitente?
So he's gone now. And... where is he now? He goes to find a ledge and contemplates jumping off of it because he has no purpose anymore now that his lady is ascended. We have to talk to him and try to stop him. Yet again, can't remember exactly where he's supposed to be. No, it's either the rooftops, the cathedral itself somewhere, or the patio. But unfortunately, I have no clue. Last time I did this, it was pure happenstance. So, at risk of wandering around for another hour looking for this guy, I think the best bet is to just march on. As disappointing as that may be. If you would like to complete the quest line for yourself, go to www.playblasphemous.gov. Once you fill out the available forms, they'll send you a pamphlet in the mail. What do you have to say? In dreams I hear him speak to me, even though his words have no sound. In dreams I can see him watch me, even though his eyes are made of silver.
Penitente en el desvelo. Portando la espada culpable, habéis cometido los más graves delitos contra la Madre y sus santos, contra el milagro y sus brotes. Se nos ha encomendado que acabemos con vuestro propósito. Yo, Crisanta en penitencia, os excomulgo, os expulso, os execro, con la bendición de nuestro milagro del mayor dolor. Y así se borre vuestro nombre bajo los cielos.
Oof. This is gonna take some doing. Especially learning her moveset. Okay. Yeah, it's one of the tougher fights in the game, to be honest. But doable. I'm gonna switch out some of our gear here. We've no need for this. Maybe this will help against her magic attack? If they're considered magic. probably should have changed out my heart core. Because that's not going to help us either. Maybe the laser beam? Hard to say whether or not she'll ignore it. Like Quincy.
Penitente en el portal se nos yo y así se borra.
Good start. Oh. Dang it. Oh. Much quicker. Oh. Ah, I thought she was going to appear in the middle. Ah, son of a bitch. Need to heal, need to heal. Oh, come on with this. I was lucky. Oh, man. Ain't doable.
Adelante. Purgad mi alma mordida por el milagro.
I'm not entirely sure why she's also a member of my coven or whatever it is. Yet she's trying to stop me. Here we are.
Lo que buscáis está al final de estas largas escaleras. Hace mucho que aquello que se proclamaba la verdad santa y pura se esconde allí. Tras las puertas, la aflicción en sí misma se lamenta en su propia confusión y deformidad. El camino ha sido largo. Vuestro cometido está a punto de concluir. Aunque se me ha vetado el paso a tal estancia calumniosa, estas palabras sí son libres de acompañaros. penitente en el silencio, continuad ahora con vuestro viaje. Yo mientras velaré por vos.
Zarabunda of the Safe Haven, song that blessed the walls of sacred rooms, convenes an incorporeal shield that damages enemies and destroys some projectiles. We're using that. As you will soon see, defense against projectiles is a laudable buff. Oh, we should change our sword cord. Because we're not going to get any more individual kills. I don't know if we want to decrease defense. No, let's try it. Let's try the Heart of Oils. More attack power, plus defense. Blast cannon.
En mi sueño vi vuestros pasos acercarse. En mi sueño quise hablaros y presentarme. Guardián del milagro y del milagro estandarte, con gran dolor cargo el símbolo del Padre. Soy las manos de piel de sangre, soy los ojos por los que mira nuestra madre. Mas nada sé de vos. Nada que no sea vuestro frío rostro sin nombre, que no sean vuestros callos y vuestros cortes, que no sea el luto de vuestras muertes. No, nada sé de vos, solo el milagro sabe. Ahora que tu espada llena de culpa con la vía de oros choque, deja que se duelan y en procesión marchen. Por siempre os maldigo en el nombre. Por siempre os bendigo en la muerte.
It's a cool dagger you have. And that's the game. Game over. So it's been fun playing Blasphemous.
Habéis roto el espejo en el que me veíais dormido. Ahora me veis despierto como hijo del milagro verdadero.
Oh no, wait. It's not the end. Open your face. That was a lot of damage.
En mis guasomas que nos now. de por sorsi.
What? Where did I take damage from? Ah.
Habéis roto.
To be a little smarter about dodging these spells. As I take all the damage. Okay. These friggin' platforms. Yeah, this is what I need. That is not what I need. Oh, I didn't even see that. No, no swings. No stabs. Is it when we turn on the shield? We've done it. But are we pure enough?
Habéis liberado a su santidad de su afligido tormento. Ahora camina junto a las procesiones antiguas, al otro lado del sueño. La cuna del milagro doloroso, la reliquia definitiva, la copa de sangre y oro que emanó de la frente del Padre, mientras lamentaba mudo en el momento de su bendito retorcimiento. Esa primera reliquia está aquí, en lo alto de la montaña de ceniza, junto al trono girado, donde su santidad fue besada por nuestro dolor milagroso. Ahora vuestra comunión final con el milagro os espera. Solo vos podréis saber cuánto ha penetrado en vuestro corazón culpable. La montaña de ceniza que engulló pecados y pecadores por igual no ha tenido piedad con vos tampoco. A merced del milagro estabais y a merced del milagro quedáis. Ya no sois otra cosa que un rostro anónimo más, sin voz, sin gesto. Vuestra penitencia ha terminado.
So of course it's not the quote-unquote true ending or the good ending. We did not clear enough content to access that. You really have to put in the work to get the true ending. Some of it involves going around to those guilt statues and destroying them. I think I mentioned this at some point during the playthrough, but you destroy them and you go through a combat arena. And you have to do that for all the guild statues. And then I believe there's some other quest-related things you have to do. But I wasn't going to do all of that. I just couldn't be arsed, honestly. I have a good enough time playing through, just doing anything I can here and there, but not dedicating an obscene amount of time to 100%ing the game. But nonetheless, great game. One of my favorites that's come out in the past couple years, maybe even decade. I haven't honestly played a lot of Metroidvanias. I know there are a ton out there. I've played the classic ones, right? Played some Metroids, your Castlevanias, the ones that began it all. I've only played a little bit of Hollow Knight. There are plenty out there you could point to that are of great quality as well, but this one hits all those notes for me in terms of setting and aesthetic, the themes, the writing. Every item you pick up has an interesting story to it, or a lot of the items have interesting stories to them, and even though those bones really don't do anything for you, if you don't collect them all, reading those little little glimpses into the lives of these citizens of Custodia is wonderful. And it adds to the overall atmosphere and just a joy to play. Satisfying combat. Platforming is fine. I think they've improved it a lot since the first time I played. They must have made some tweaks. Because I know the first time I played it, the platforming was a little clunky. But it felt a lot smoother here. And yeah. I don't have too many complaints, other than the ones I've already mentioned. Yeah, so thanks for joining me in this adventure. This is definitely the longest game I've streamed so far. Most of the others have been one-offs, or just short little glimpses. Not exactly sure what I'm going to stream next. Definitely not a Metroidvania. Probably not something as long. Although this didn't take too long. It was 4 streams or something. I have an idea of what I want to stream. But it is definitely going to be likely something on the opposite spectrum in terms of tone and genre. Maybe not the opposite spectrum, but significantly different. The point is we're not going directly into another Souls-like or something. But it was fun. Get this. Should have unlocked some stuff. Oh, right, and there's the after credits. Unlocked a new skin. True Apostasy. What's that? Yes. We become the Sith. Good. Good. There's the new content for New Game Plus. Okay. Well, until I stream again, maybe in the next couple days or next week. Until then, thanks for watching. And Grievous is the miracle, my friends.